Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for joining today. So, one second, I'm also recording. Now, I'm starting to record a podcast at the same time. So, just launched my podcasts. So, you'll see them on my Facebook channel too. But I also will be entertaining that because I've had a few agents and different people out there that watch my videos go, "You should start a podcast." I'm like, well, there's only limited time in the day, but maybe I could do both at the same time. So today, thank you for joining. Today is Tuesday, March 16th, and today we're going to talk about stop the excuses and do the most important things first. And so a lot of what successful agents do every day is that they focus on the right stuff. They have the right habits. They don't get caught up in the drama of the day, and they stop the excuses of why they're not getting things done. And to all the new agents out there, or all the agents that are not at the level they want to be and are in the beginning of stages of building their business, don't worry. It's not too late to stop the excuses. There are always excuses, especially when you get new into this business or you want to take it to the next level. Unless you are someone that is just sitting around home doing nothing and then want to build your real estate business, then I could say then there is no excuse whatsoever. And you have very small reasons for why you can't accomplish the things you should and want to accomplish. But to any agent out there, especially the new agents making a career change, starting this part-time, want to do it full-time, want to build a business, you probably have been doing things throughout your day. You get up, you go to another job, you take care of your family, you take care of yourself. Unless you're watching TV 24/7, there's things you've been doing. That's, to me, is where the excuses come in, because you have to juggle now. You have to figure out what habits you've been having that you need to get rid of or change, and what new habits you have to start. So to stop the excuses and do the right things first, there's got to be some habit forming. And I had there's a book that I kind of reviewed over a week period. It's many months ago. It's about a book called Atomic Habits. I've read it twice and listened to it, most of it, at least once or twice, getting on airplanes and doing different things. I love that book, Atomic Habits. And there's just going to give you a clip of it. Of building a habit is that you have to have there's three things they always say. You have to have a cue of what's going to start the habit. What kind of good or bad habit. There's a cue that you start that habit. And example, some people like, I'll just use smoking. They're like, I always like to smoke when I drink, or I always smoke after I eat lunch. That's a bad habit. Hopefully there's no one smoking out there that goes, this is a great habit. But there's cues to that. And there's cues to good habits too. There's cues to good habits. If you wake up in the morning, it's your cue. Like my first thing I like to do in the morning, get my blood pumping, I like to exercise. And that's my cue. Just getting up in the morning, I like to exercise. Or if you like to exercise at the end of the day, it's a cue. As soon as you end your day, or your work day, if you have a 9-to-5 job or whatever it is, if you do it at the same time every day, it's a cue, you start that. And then the second thing is, they always say with habits, there's a cycle of how you do that. How do you do that? What do you do to have during that habit? And then the next is the reward. So just those three things: cues, cycle of what you do, and the reward. In real estate and in sales, your cue has got to be, in my opinion, your schedule. Your cue is when you wake up in the morning and you have your schedule straight of what you're going to do. Your cue, like today, I have my schedule straight. My cue was following my schedule, and the cycle is the habit of what you're doing. Are you prospecting? Are you following up on leads? Are you scheduling open houses? Are you setting out Facebook ads? Are you door knocking. What are you doing? The cycle. And the reward, this is the hard part for agents, and why 87% of realtors fail every 5 years is because the reward is not instant all of the time. The reward is at the end of the day, they go, I didn't get a new appointment, they only got one, or there's not money that comes in. That's why so many people fail at sales. So many people fail at commission-only jobs because they want to only work and get paid for it. They will only work if they get paid for it. Do you know a lot of people like that? Are you like that? I was never like that. I said I wanted to roll the dice. I wanted to know that I could get a big return if I do the work and get it done and work harder. I'm going to get paid more, and I'll increase my chances of being successful the more I do something. I always had that in me, and I hopefully have that in you, because you're going to work someday, especially the new agents that are watching. You're going to work so many days in building your business and get $0 that day. But the reward is those commission checks come in. And then sometimes people get that view that when the commission check comes in, I just got paid this day. That's another mindset of successful real estate agents. When that commission check comes in, they don't think I just got paid today, one time this week or one time this month, or every other couple days for that day's work. No, this is a check that's paying me for all of the time that I work this week, this month, this year, this wherever. You have to know that is the reward that comes with it. So just think about those things. I'm going to go over a few more things. Is that if you want to make this year successful, or any year in real estate, you got to think about what you want to do more of, what you want to do less of, things that you have to start, and things you have to stop. So I'm going to start about just ideas of things you want to do more of. I mean, this list should be the longest list. Right off the bat, you're going to think, I got to make more phone calls. I've got to put more people in my database. I got to do more open houses. I got to do more social networking and networking with people. I got to do more social events. Hopefully very soon, more face-to-face social events. Get known in my community. I won't even give you all the list, but that's personal to you. What do you have to do more of? So these are 4 categories that you should spend some time in and write down. It's like, what should I do more of? What should I do less of? One of the things is I try to do myself is stop completely reading every email that comes in my email. In my opinion, just to be more in detail, why, if it's specific to me, Tony, I'll read the whole email. Don't worry about that. But I, in my office, get a copy of every email that goes to any of our support staff, because I'm always watching what's going on. And I get 400 to 500 emails a day. I can't read them all. I read all the ones specific to me, like I just said. So any agents watching this, like, Tony, I sent you an email. If it says Tony, I read it. But all of the offers and things that come in, but sometimes I like to watch, and I read too much of them because I just want to see what everybody's doing. That would be a double full-time job. If I read every email, I wouldn't have time to do anything else. So that's one of the things I say. So what are the things that you should do less of? Read the news. You're spending hours reading the news. I'm watching. Binge watching 3 or 4 TV shows every night. TV's crazy with all the different choices. I spend more time looking for things to watch, actually watching things. So if you're one of those people, but what things are you want to do less of to make up time so you could do more of the things you want to do more of? Then you have to write a list of what things you want to start, things that you haven't started at all. And one of the things, like we mentioned in marketing, the Facebook ads. Have you tried to do a Facebook ad? Have you learned how to get a target market of sending an ad to a specific, group of people, a certain city, target market these ads that are in your farm area or in your community. So people in your area that have Facebook will see your ads and budget it out. So have you really got your database uploaded and organized in a CRM and one that you're going to use often? What projects and things that you want to start doing? When you start doing more open houses, what are the things? So write these lists of things that you would want to start, and list the things that you want to stop. What are the things that you want to stop? And one of those things could be, well, I spend way too much time organizing myself and not doing every day, because you can't organize it. You should be setting that schedule of the time that you want to organize yourself, getting ready. How many people? I'm going to get ready to make my calls. I'm getting my database ready to start doing an automatic email campaign. I'm getting ready to research what houses I might want to have some open houses in, especially for agents that don't have listings. You can research our listings in our office and try to hook you up with agents that might want some open houses on their listings. So there's different ways there. So the list could be long of things you want to stop doing. So again, things that you want to do more of, things that you want to do less of, things you want to start, and things you want to stop. Just put those in 4 categories. Write those things down. You have to know what they are. And you can't even waste time every day trying to rethink of these things. Have them written down, visual, so you could see them and start working on them there. So here are some things. I'm going to give you 3 things you should be focusing on. I wrote some notes down here to make sure that you could help yourself with these things. So these are 3 things that I personally like, that from all the coaching, from all the different Atomic Habit type books and the self-help books. These are things that I focus on myself. Is 1, your morning routine of what you're going to do in the morning to get yourself going. Now, and what things are you going to do to make sure that you do them? So you have a morning routine of getting up in the morning. What do? Is there's personal time? Are you going to get yourself organized? Are you going through emails? And then when that morning routine starts, the rest of your day, or majority of your day, has to be scheduled. That's number 2. Schedule your day. Are you opening up your schedule every day and there's nothing there? Nothing. There should never be a day there's nothing in your schedule. Your schedule, either on your phone or in your old school book that you're writing, should not be just for appointments of people that your buyers appointments, seller appointments, listing presentations, appointments. There are appointments for you of what time you are blocking off to do income generating things in the morning. Follow-up phone calls, email, replying to emails, making prospecting calls, visiting, connecting with someone in your community, a new business, to try to build a business networking situation together. Your schedule should be full every day of things that you need to do. And then 3rd, you have to jump up your accountability and make sure that you're doing those things. Are there things in your life right now that you have to do, that you never not do? I'll give you one example. Anybody out there that's a parent that used to or still does, that has to drive their kids to school or pick up their kids from school. How many of you have left your kids at school overnight? Imagine that. Would you leave your kids at school? Like, I got to pick them up from school today at 3 o'clock. Would you go, oops, I didn't get a chance to pick them up. I'll do that tomorrow. Have you ever done that? No one's ever done that. Hopefully no one's ever done that. Where you're like, it's 3:30. I should have started that at 3. Should have picked them up at 3. I'll do it tomorrow. But we do things like this every day. Those are the excuses. Those are the excuses. And the people that are successful in obtaining the goals they want to do. Example, I use this example a lot. Those people, Olympic athletes that get up in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning to get ice time at 5 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours away, and people that have to schedule because they have full-time jobs and want to obtain a goal. I just use those Olympic athletes because there's no way that there's any goal that I have that would get me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and drive 2 hours and 2 hours back. I really have I have a sense of awe for the people that are that dedicated to something. So the point I'm getting at is that you have to figure out something to make yourself accountable so you can't make the excuses. It's that important, like picking your kids up from school. Would you not pick them up? Would you make an excuse on being 2 hours late? Would you make an excuse of picking them up the next day? No, you wouldn't do it. Now, those are things, the importance of the things that you have to do every day to be successful in real estate and be that accountable for it that you're not going to forget to do it. You're not going to let anything get in your way of doing it, and you're going to do it, and you're not going to push it off to the next day. You're not going to push it off to the next week. You're not going to go in your calendar and move it away. That's how serious it is. This is what you need to do to be successful. This is what you need to do to be organized and get your income generating things done to get those buyers, to get those sellers. And the other thing I stress to agents, and I'll leave this with you today, is that when I talk to agents and coach them, some of them get into real estate thinking, either consciously or unconsciously, that they're just going to get business, that's just going to fall in their lap. Friends, family. I know people, they're going to give me business. No, it doesn't happen that way. You might know a lot of people, and you might fall across some business. They call you, they know you're in the business, they call it. It just happens. It happens to some agents out there. But if to the agents that are doing a lot of business and very successful in real estate, well, let's say, again, successful because they want to sell a lot. I've gone over that before. Success is all relative to how many houses you want to sell. But the agents that want to sell a lot of houses, they pick up the phone. I've had agents, how many calls did you make today? Well, Tony, I'm not really a phone person. I'm a face-to-face person. I'm like, okay, you're a face-to-face person. How many people did you see today? Where did you go for X amount of hours to see people face to face? Did you not go up and down the street and door knock and meet new people? You can't be scared of talking to people. You can't be scared of the phone. You can't be scared of every avenue: phone, text, face to face, networking, instant messaging, FaceTime, Zoom. You have to bring it all. You can't, as soon as you cut off one, like, I don't like to do that, then you have to double up on something else. And most agents won't. They just say, well, I don't like to call that many people. Well, then you're not doubling up on everything else to get your name and to market yourself out there. Or I like to just send out emails and send out Facebook ads and do social networking. Social networking is connecting with people, but you still got to communicate with them. Some agents think, well, I friended someone on Facebook, they see my posts. Your post is just like an advertisement, but you still got to connect with them. You still got to call them, text them, instant message them, FaceTime them, meet them door to door, knock on their door, something that is just an add-on. You have to add on to that. So there's nothing is going to replace the phone. Nothing is going to replace face-to-face. Everything else just helps you connect more with people when they see you more often, because you can't talk to the same people every day. You can't see everybody face-to-face every day, but your ads, your Facebook posts, your social networking, your email campaigns add on to that. So think about that, because if you're really scared of the phone, you're really scared of meeting people face to face, then you might have gotten real estate for the wrong reasons or thought it was going to be something else. So, or if you're totally okay with being that agent, that secret agent that occasionally someone might remember you, that you're in the business and help family and friends, that's fine. If that's your goal and that's your level you want to be at, that's fine. There are many agents out there all over real estate like that. That they just enjoy that. That's fine, but you got to be honest with yourself of what level you want to be at and the things that you have to do to get there. So hopefully this kind of helped you a little bit with stop the excuses, get yourself organized, do the important things first, start new habits, try to stop old bad habits and get yourself organized. So that's it for today. Remember to use me as a resource. Call, text me, email me anytime, and I'll set some time aside for you if you want to go over this more in detail. That's it. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day at noon. Bye-bye.